To undermine King Charles's authority, Meghan plotted to craft a winning Christmas speech. Oh, what a crazy idea this is. A hearty welcome back to the UK Royal News Trend Hour. Narcissists are incredibly harmful because they lie, cheat, steal, and destroy until they achieve their goals. The cycle begins anew the moment they witness someone else's good fortune or become envious of their possessions. This is a crazy, headfirst spin that's about to end in disaster. Moreover, we've just learned of an exclusive from a source in Los Angeles. Meghan, Duchess of Montecito, sends her Christmas broadcast. By the way, if anything positive comes out of the Meghan Markle scandal, I hope it's a greater awareness of the risks posed by narcissists. The fat cats and lawyers at Netflix, Spotify and other Silicon Valley social media giants deserve nothing less than the strongest possible condemnation and shame. They've been caught red-handed, licking their chops and cashing in on the situation. But since Meghan Markle was created in a Hollywood lab, we can expect nothing less than the unwavering support and promotion of Hollywood's own monster. Why? Because the toxic fumes that Hollywood emits will suffocate us to death and make it the pollution capital of the world. And so, without further ado, we present to you Meghan's Christmas address, sent immediately. Hi, and Merry Christmas to you all, I guess. When the major UK networks pooled their resources to secure this exclusive with me, I must admit I was a little anxious. Yes, you guessed it, Britain. I realised that this might be the only opportunity I have to communicate with you directly. And why wouldn't I want the chance to show you guys that? I'm just the wife of a prince, a real-life duchess, a politician, a humanitarian, an advocate for so much. Oh, and I'm a mum. Yeah, little old me, a mum, and a kind of thing around the world. I remember telling J-Lo that even though I went from having nothing to having a lot of money, I never stopped being genuine. I'm tired of hearing she thinks she's so big, and I'm here, trying to be the best version of myself and telling you all that I'm sick of it. God almighty, big? Me? Honestly, I have no clue where this falsehood is made up. Do you mean the Daily Mail? This rotten royal rota? Because of my practice of yoga and Pilates, my clothes literally drag off me. Being fat in Los Angeles is worse than death, so I kind of wanted to hide underground when I heard people commenting on how big I looked. But hey, it's the holidays, so I guess I should get back on topic. So, like Harry and I realised that now that Harry's dear, dear beloved grandma, who I loved so much and shared so many secrets with, is gone. We're really focusing on looking at the United Kingdom through a lens and realising, where is your miserable, voiceless, unheard voice now that I've been forced to leave because of racism and the Daily Mail? Who's speaking up for you, the common folk? You need someone to rescue you from hell of generational hurt and unconscious bias, and you know who that isn't, right? H and I had whole evenings devoted to this topic. We really give a crap. Exactly how we be of service. In what ways can we help the people of Scunthorpe, Skegness, Bridlington, Nether Wallop? A fundamental shift in perspective is unavoidable, but it's best to begin with baby steps. The plan is to begin with the little people first, in the same vein as you say. I hope that the bright flights of Los Angeles will brighten up your drab existence. You really could use us, and my star power again. H and I are dedicated philanthropists, and as such, we will always work to make the world a better place. And that includes people like you. Definitely, we will stick to our word. Archie and Lily want to be good citizens, so they've promised to do their best in every aspect of their lives to benefit others. I'm confident that Archie Well and his ilk, with me at his helm, can pull your dreary old grey island out of its medieval rut. Look at the water drop, Catherine. My God. Hard and stony, just like a rock and as unmoving as a sleeping bitch face. Yes, I'm a hugger. Like for the better part of my life, I've been hugged until I'm dripping wet and then hung out to dry. I remember getting a text from Beyoncé one day saying that she'd been inspired by my struggle and written a song called Who Won the World, Girls? And I was like, hey, my love, come here and look at this. I'm an anthem as well now. The Clooneys, my mum, Oprah, Kofi, and that guy from South Africa all cried, as did I. Since the stakes were high, the tears were a conjunction of fucking crying. My God, they loved us, mostly me, but just as Diana has surpassed that sour old racist goat Charles, so did my star outshine H's. My entire existence has prepared me for this. Just like the little boy or girl whose birthday we mentioned in our Happy Holidays card. I think you should know that he and I have a lot of common ground where it comes to our shared history. He was raised on the Romans and I was raised on Piers Morgan. In that respect, we might as well be identical twins. Both of their families have a history of financial hardship. As an example, I simply cannot describe how much it reminded me of the Last Supper to grab some salad from the buffet. That's right, our fathers were both complete duds. I mean, after Mary had the baby, where was Joseph? Surely he didn't just vanish when the king showed up. Same as my heartbreaking father, who I considered to be a waste of time and resources. I was just thinking, I wonder if he tried to market his story. For him, it was Judas, but for me it was the Daily Mail and Jason Knauf. I've cooked up some pretty nasty stuff that I've fed to people. The one I love has gone fishing. Both the kid and I were given life with the purpose of enduring hardship and emerging victorious. It's kind of cool that a poll I commissioned found that in the extremely unlikely event that I don't become president or queen, I still have a good shot at Pope, because of the similarities between me and the kid. In addition, as you can huddle close to your tree in the dark and cook a turkey Twizzlers over a candle with a torch, remember the unintentional message your power outages are sending around the world. Your people, I'm sorry, we wish you a joyous holiday season. Is this ridiculous speech in your opinion? No, this is a joke coming from the mouth of a royal commentator who has mocked Meghan Markle. Almost single-handedly, she shattered the family unit with her nightmare antics. The life Harry is leading is straight out of a nightmare. Inside and out, he is disintegrating. I hope he comes to his senses before it's too late. There's a great book called Walking on Eggshells that explains why partners of borderlines should run, not walk, as far and find it as quickly as they can. Have hope for Harry, will you? His freedom from her control may not come for a long time, but I hope he does it anyway, in an effort to be everything to the partner. Borderlines destroy all of their other relationships. They're petrified of being left alone or left behind for sure. As a result, they gradually condition their partner to need them 24/7. As they tore each other to threads, they called those they claimed they love to the most, a situation that makes escape nearly impossible. I ask that you pray for Harry as someone whose own family experienced this nightmare. Prayers for him would be greatly appreciated. Watching Doria Ragland's segment on the Netflix documentary series was all it took to understand where Meghan got her nefarious personality. Doria claimed racism within the royal family was the root of all the Meghan issues. As typical of narcissists, that Ragland family branch blames everyone else for their problems. This comes from the refined Lady King Charles once treated with the utmost respect. The idea that Meghan licked her malicious tendencies is not completely far-fetched. It's true that Doria isn't exactly someone you can trust, but I have no doubt that her sleazy daughter Meghan wrote the script for what she said on camera. Her mother clearly does not exist in the form of a mild and gentle person. From the brief clips I've seen of her interactions with photographers and journalists, I can tell she isn't particularly pleasant. She's trying to cash in on Meghan's blackmail success. They probably tried blackmailing the royal family first, but when that didn't work, they turned to signing contracts with streaming services like Netflix and Spotify. I can't believe how many people they've fooled with this con. As for you, what do you think of them? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this pair in the comments section. If you think my video is helpful, please hit the like button and spread the word to your friends. For further information from the UK Royal News Trend YouTube team, please subscribe. Thanks again for tuning in, have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning.